The question is, do you have it in you to make it epic?
I don't even know what to say. What a place. It's unreal. I've never, ever, ever been anywhere like this in my life. I think the first thing that strikes you about this place, other than how sort of vast it is how quiet it is. There's absolutely no noise whatsoever. There's nothing. You cannot hear a thing. Now, interestingly, further down that way, there's internet. So, I mean, I'm definitely sleeping here tonight. I did sleep for 2 nights on the outer rim, like the entrance to it, because the day I got here, I burnt my hand on the jet boil. It overflowed, and because I tried to turn it off, it burnt my hand. So for the first day of being here, I did absolutely nothing other than sort of sit in the truck for 24 hours. I didn't leave it once. And I just had my hand wrapped in a wet towel because it was absolutely killing me. Anyway, let's have a look at the vehicle. There's salt everywhere. Look at that. If you're watching this and you own a Defender, you know the panic I'm having right now. As soon as I leave this place, I'll be getting this... I'm not even going to bother with... Well, yeah, I'll wash the whole car, but in particular, the chassis is going to get special treatment. That's if I've still got a chassis in the next 12 hours. You know what Defenders are like. Once you get off the main bit, which is it's quite compact because it obviously gets driven on a lot, but then you get to all of this where the salt is just... Apparently you can come here when it's wet, and all of this is like a few inches of water, and you get obviously beautiful reflections, but not in a million years. Not in a million years would I come here in a vehicle and drive on it. Wet salt. Ooh, absolutely not. Right, let's go and explore. You don't even have to bother watching where you're going in this. I'm sort of driving by the drone, to be honest. I'm just looking at this. What a place. What a place. This trip just keeps getting better and better and better. All of that is salt. Oh my god. I think I need to get back to the the compacted road bit, because this is absolutely ridiculous. Right, let's move before my chassis melts. I think what I'll do is I'll go towards the entrance part where there's internet. Yeah, and I'll sleep there. But I'll sleep on the salt flats. It's where last time I slept on the outskirts of it. Unbelievable. What a place. So I really wanted to go to the salt flats of Bolivia, and it was one of the things I was most looking forward to, but obviously, you know, I've not been able to get there. But I suppose this is the next best thing. And do you know what? I completely forgot about this place. So when I knew I wasn't going to do the full Pan American Highway, I was like, oh, gutted, I'm not going to be able to go to the salt flats. I don't know why I didn't think about Bonneville. It's so bright here, you've got to wear sunglasses. I'm not going to lie, I'm getting freaked out with the amount of salt that's on this truck. It's getting a bit ridiculous. Pure salt. If you're watching this in the future and you're considering buying this truck, welcome to the Bonneville snow flats, where there's absolutely zero salt whatsoever. And it's amazing. I can't believe there's so much snow here. Wow, that's a lot of snow. It's not going to be a problem. I'll wash it tomorrow and it'll be fine. I think if I just left it and didn't wash it, it'll be a problem. But yeah, I'm not going to lie, I'm proper freaking out. Oh, good grief. Right, I think this is us for the day and the evening. Right, let's get the blinds on and get camp set up. Welcome to base camp. Should we go and have a wander?
Sunset will be at 7 p.m. today.
Right, that's an hour and 15 minutes away. So because I've only used one camera, I want to get a time lapse of the sunset, which means no more talkie-talkie, which I'm sure you're probably happy about. So I'm going to go and set up my time lapse, and then I think what I'm going to do as well is I'm going to put the awning away, because it does get windy here, and if I'm sleeping and I don't know what the wind's doing, I don't want it blowing away. Don't want that. So I'll see you in the morning. One of the best places, I know I probably say this a lot, or very recently, like Grand Canyon, then Tonight Hills, this place, but like it's one of the best places I've ever been to. You get absolutely nothing like this in England. It's unreal. Now the last time I seriously had to wash the truck, which is the video where I think it's got probably my best ever drone sequence. And if you haven't seen it and you really like all the drone sequences on this channel, then the video's called, I think it's Our 30,000 Road Trip Begins or something like that. It starts in the Arctic Circle and it's on the Dalton Highway. If you've not watched it, I strongly recommend watching it. It's my favourite drone sequence I've done. So this is my hand, and that's 3 days old. What I'm getting slightly worried about is there's a different colour coming through, and also as well it's slightly blistering a little bit. It's really painful, so I'm going to put some gloves on just to protect it while I fill it with water, and then obviously when I wash the car as well. I can't wear gloves, it's too painful. I needed a shower anyway. I'm absolutely drenched. Oh well, it's laundry day. And I stink. So just hand me some soap really. Give this a bit of a hose down while I'm here, get the bulk of it off. Well, hopefully that'll save me a bit of money at the car wash. It's come off a lot easier than I thought, to be fair, but I'm definitely going to get it for the jet wash anyway. I can't believe how powerful the pressure on that water hose, but this is all the stuff that's come off. Yeah, that's all the snow. I am absolutely drenched. I've never washed a car at a petrol station before, that was pretty cool. I'm just waiting for the jet wash. I can't believe the pressure on that tap at the petrol station. I'm getting really worried about my hand. It has started to blister. I don't know whether you can see that or not, but it's blistering. So as long as the blister doesn't pop, I should be all right. I'm just really worried about it getting infected. I don't have any health insurance. There's not a lot I can do about it, to be honest with you. It's just more the pain. I put some gloves on to protect it, but I can't. It's too painful to get a glove on, and because it's a little bit swollen. It's hard to get them on anyway. Because I like tight-fitting gloves. I can taste the water. I can taste the water. I can taste the salt in my mouth. That's how much salt there is knocking about. But I'm really surprised how easy it was to get off. So I'm just going to get in here and blast the absolute crap out of it. And yeah. And then I'm going to change my clothes and go to the laundrette. Rock and roll. I suppose it's a good analogy for this sort of travelling, to be honest with you, because one day you're in absolute beautiful places doing unbelievable things that you never thought you'd do in a million years, you know, and the next day you're washing cars at an actual petrol station, getting covered in water. Randy's clean again. So this is the end of the video. I always like this bit because I always know that the people that are still watching are either people that care about the channel, which is greatly appreciated, trust me, and my friends and family. So I feel like I'm talking to friends. I've got no idea where I'm going to be next week. I've no idea what even state I'm going to be in. So have a great week. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you Sunday.